This is a series video. As you can see, the title of this video is 20 minutes in English, day 7. So in this video we'll try to speak at least for 20 minutes. Sometimes we speak more than 20 minutes. If it is more than the specific time, obviously that is very good, but we'll obviously try to speak at least for 20 minutes. So what should be the topic? I'll just randomly discuss about something something motivational thing. Like, yeah, we do get a lot of motivation in our life, but sometimes motivation, too much motivation creates boredom. So we'll not give too much motivation, but we'll at least try to give some advice, some things that we can follow, we should follow, and that's it. And there is a saying that we always wait for the perfect condition to start, but people don't realize that starting is the perfect condition. That does mean that you do have a plan in your mind, and you are just waiting for the perfect time to start. Just whether it is whether it is the wait for the perfect environment, whether it is the wait for the perfect situation, you are just waiting for the perfect time to start. Suppose you wanna just start a business, and you are thinking that I'll start my own business after 5 years later from now, but you don't realize that you will not be able to start your business even after 5 years, because you are not taking any kind of preparation in your mind. Yeah, taking preparation is a good thing, and if you are intent to do a business in your future, you have to start from now, from the very moment you have to start. You have to create take some notes, you have to read a lot of books, you have to watch a lot of videos, a lot of podcasts. You have to start from the level 0, and you have to just continue improving. And that is the main thing, that we do have a plan in our mind, whether it is in case of improving spoken English, whether it is learning grammar, whether it is learning freehand writing, or whether it is starting a business, whether it is doing a job, whether it is part-time job, whether it is full-time job. You are just thinking in your mind that yeah, I will start that thing from the next year or after 5 years. But the main problem is you will not be able to start that thing even after 5 years, because you are just taking rest. You are not thinking about that thing in your mind, and you will not be able to. That is a serious thing. You will not be able to start that thing in that time. Okay, there is a comment in our live session. Hello sir, hello, how are you? Okay, you're new, and sorry, your message has been removed. You can again please type the message, please. Where are you from? Please let me know. And yeah, thank you very much for the appraisal. And yeah, try to follow our channel. And yeah, you are newbie, I think, and you are new in my channel. And yeah, I'm making a lot of videos from the at least for a year. And you're from Maharashtra, yeah, from India. Okay, hello, your name is Mr. Plays. Okay, what is your good name, man? Yeah, thanks for subscribing our channel, and stay tuned with us, and keep watching our videos. Like we often make videos of translation, videos of vocabulary, and we often make videos of spoken English. Especially we try to make some live sessions, because we actually want to connect with all of you. Like if I'm making video offline, and after making the whole video I'm publishing it in my channel. Sometimes it is not possible to connect with the people directly, because the video was made a couple of days ago or a couple of hours ago, and through that video I think it is not possible to connect with people in a live session. So I always try to make some live session to connect with all of you, to get the direct feedback, and to get involved into a direct communication. So I always try that. So I was saying that if we do have a plan in our mind, that does mean that we want to do something. So if you just want to do something from the core of your heart, so why wait for a year, or why wait for a couple of months, or why wait for a couple of years? You should start that thing from the very moment. You should start that thing from now. There is another saying that don't start from one day, start from day one. That means you have to start from now, and you should count your days like, this is my day one and I'm doing that thing, and this is my day two and I'll be doing that thing. You have to make a plan for at least a month to improve your thing. Because if you don't make some notes, if you don't make a structural thing, whether it is in your mind, whether it is in your notepad, that does mean that you are not intended to do that thing continuously. Yeah, you will be doing that thing 2 or 3 days in a continuous basis, but then you will take a break, just thinking in mind that, yeah, I have done that thing for 2 days, so I should take some rest, and I'll be doing that thing from tomorrow or after 2 days after. So that is not a good thing. You have to be continuous, and you have to continuously do that thing at least for a month, for 2 months, and it is based on your necessity. If you do think that, yeah, it will take me for about 1 month, then I'll obviously have to do that thing for 1 month. If you think that some people say that yeah, you'll be able to do that thing in 1 year, so you have to be continuous for 1 year. Okay, I'm again reading some comments like, yeah, you're absolutely right, I agree with you, yeah, thanks for agreeing with me. And but where are you from? Yeah, I'm from Bangladesh, and I think it's a neighborhood country of yours, India beside Bangladesh. Okay, so I'm from Bangladesh, and I'm from Khulna. Right now I'm in Khulna is a division of Bangladesh, and right now I'm in Joshua district. I am studying in Joshua University of Science and Technology, and I'm in my last year of graduation. Within 3 or 4 months I'll be graduated. So that was an introduction part of mine. Okay, yeah. So the thing that you have to I have already make some videos on like for spoken English, for freehand writing. All of those videos are live session, and I have mentioned some specific things like for the improvement of your spoken English, you have to make a note, a structural note, or you can say a structural routine. And how should the routine look like? The routine should be like, yeah, day one I'll speak on that specific topic. Suppose you start from day one, and day one you will start learning how to introduce yourself. So you will see a lot of videos, a lot of things in Google. You'll obviously find the common things. If you don't find, you can just go to ChatGPT. You can just write, tell me how to introduce myself. If my name is my name is Siam, so how to introduce myself to someone, whether it is in interview board, whether it is to someone unknown person. You can just try this, because ChatGPT is very easy to use. So if someone faces that Yeah, there are a lot of options in other things. Like if I browse in Google, there will be a lot of websites showing that how to introduce yourself. So I become very confused how which website I should go in. So in that case, you can go to ChatGPT or any AI platform like ChatGPT. You can just go into it and write it, command the AI. They will provide a specific, a suitable answer. If you do think that I will just learn how to introduce myself in an easy language, you can ask ChatGPT for that. If you think that you will include some special vocabularies or advanced vocabularies, then you can ask ChatGPT like tell me how to introduce myself. My name is Siam. Tell me how to introduce myself, and uh, obviously add some advanced vocabularies in the introduction section, self-introduction section. So the more precise message you deliver to ChatGPT, the more precise answer they will give to you. So that is the good thing about ChatGPT. Like bro, how many languages do you speak? Yeah, I generally speak 2 languages. Like Bengali is my mother tongue, so I often speak Bengali, and sometimes I try to speak English. Like sometimes I make English videos or like make some live sessions in English. Yeah. So and I also know a little bit Hindi. I understand Hindi pretty well, but I I haven't tried to speak in Hindi. Although I do have a belief in my mind that if I try, I will be able to speak Hindi pretty well, just because I understand it, but I don't have that kind of practice. Okay, so I do have a request to you. I don't know your good name. Please let me know your good name, and you can also invite some of your friends to follow our channel. Please try to do that. That would be my request to you, and I'll be very grateful to you if you do that thing. So I was just saying that yeah, I was just saying about the routine, the structural routine. So day one, you will try that self-introduction section because it is very necessary. When you are, suppose you are a job seeker, or you are a freelancer, or you are a gamer, like when you are facing an international audience, or when you are facing an interview board, the examiner of the interview board will obviously ask you some question in English because English is mandatory. Okay. And if you are doing some freelancing job, or like you're doing some videos or something like that, and you are just facing an international audience of people from a foreign country, then you will obviously have to convince them in English. You will have to obviously communicate them in English. Without English, you can't communicate with them. So for your better career, you obviously need English. Yeah, there are some people who are just teaching other people like how to communicate with others in English. They are just making a lot of motivational videos just in English, giving a message to the whole world that yeah, this is the thing that this is the medium of communication, and you'll obviously have to learn English in any way you need, in any way you want. That is the main thing. And if you are successful enough, if you are able enough to learn that thing, then you'll obviously be successful in any kind of sector. Like there are some specific sectors where good spoken English is necessary. So like a job from call center, there'll be some requirements, like you'll obviously have to speak well in English, besides your mother tongue. Like if a job circular is given in our country from a company of a call center, they will obviously give that kind of requirement. So that is the thing. So it's to cope up with the new world, to cope up with the modern world. you will obviously have to do that, learn English. And I was just saying about the routine that first of all, day one, we'll have to start from self introduction part. Okay, then you'll have to move on the common things like about your classroom, about your garden, about your home district, like about your family, about your relatives. Yeah, so you have to um, have some practice on specific items, specific topics, and the first 10 days or first 15 days, or at least for first 30 days, you have to go through the very common topics that we usually have to face some questions from a person, like a unknown person is I have to communicate with an unknown person, and he was just asking about myself. First of all, he will obviously ask me about myself, or what's my name, where I'm from, and he will if I communicate with that unknown person for more time, he'll obviously ask me more question, like my family, about my hometown. So we will always be have to ready for the unknown situation, like random situation. So we have to uh, go through the common topics first of all, at least for 30 days. So I have already mentioned for 7 to 8 topics. And yeah, I have already mentioned in a video that I'll make a list, but it is unfortunate that I haven't been able to make a list of that thing, at least for 30 days. So I will try that thing in future. And it obviously depends on the feedback of the subscribers that I do have in my channel. So please let me know about the thoughts that you are thinking about my plan, or uh, please try to give some feedbacks in the comment sections in any video that you are watching in our channel. Okay, and if that is good enough to impress someone, if that is good enough to convince someone, I will obviously request you one thing: please share the video. And uh, I think that will help others in such a way to improve their English. So I think I'm not a good speaker, but I do try to speak a lot. Speak a lot means speak a lot. Like I'm now right now making a live session. I'm at least speaking for about 18 minutes till now, and I think that if you want to improve your English, you have to speak a lot. I have watched a video of Headman Academy, Imam sir. His name is Imam. I do call him Imam sir because everyone calls him Imam sir. So Imam sir has said a single thing that to improve my spoken English, I have gone to a silent room and stayed there, and I have tried to speak English for about a month. Just speak English for about a month, not speaking a single sentence in Bengali. Okay, so you can also do that thing. You can go to a remote room where there is nobody to call you, nobody to communicate with you. You can stay there and you can start speaking English just with yourself. And there are a lot of ways to start that thing. You can stand in front of a mirror and start speaking English. You can open up your camera and start talking like me, the way right now I'm talking to you. You can obviously start speaking English with your relatives that you have in your house, or your parents, at least. Like if your parents are educated, then they will obviously be able to know what you are talking about. And if you don't, if they are not that much educated to understand your English, that's not a matter. Just start speaking, saying to them like, I'm right now speaking English for about 5 minutes. Please try to communicate with me just by moving your head and appreciating with me. Yeah, just saying that. Yeah, I agree. So you can obviously try that thing. I sometimes do that thing in my home. My parents are not that much educated. They are not from a highly educational family. So I do always try that thing whenever I am in my home. I'm with my parents. At least I'm with my mom. I try to do that thing. I say to my mom, yeah, mom, I need to improve my English. There's nobody to communicate with me in English. So I just want to communicate with you in English. And uh, she knows some of the words of English, and that's why whenever I speak some common words, she just understand what I'm just saying. So I always try to do that thing. And yeah, it helps me a lot. And there is an app like if you go to the Google Play Store, you will find an app like Peer Up, Peerup, Peer Up. So that app will obviously help you to communicate with the foreigners, like the people who are trying to improve their English. And obviously they will not be from a native country like United States of America, USA, or like Canada, or like UK or Australia or Scotland, because they are well enough in English to speak for at least an hour or more than that or less than that. They're well enough to speak a lot, but you are not well enough to speak a lot. That's why you are learning English. So the native speakers don't have to spend a lot of time in English, because they're already good at it. So as they're good at it, they don't need to use an app. They don't need to have a lot of communication in English. They just need the other things to do, because they are already good at English. And as we are not good at English, that's why we are trying to learn English. And we are trying a lot of mediums, a lot of apps, a lot of websites to improve our English, trying to learn a lot of vocabularies sometimes. But the process should be continuous, and the process should be well structured. In our country, like if I say about my country, or if I say about the subcontinental part of the world, like about India, about Pakistan, or Sri Lanka, and Bangladesh. So in that part of the world, most of our people try to learn English a lot, but they don't know how to start from a specific topic, or they don't know how to follow a good procedure, because there are not that amount of good teachers. Yeah, there are a lot of teachers who are trying to learn and trying to teach spoken English, but there are some barriers, like the world teachers are just in the city oriented area. They are not in village oriented area, or they are not trying to teach the village people or the village students, the students who are situated in village, or who are attending their class in village. So that is a bad thing, I think. So to spread the good procedure, to spread the well structured procedure, I'm trying to make some videos. That's why I'm trying to make some videos to spread the good thing. Because if you are trying to speak well, you will have to speak a lot. Like when you are a child, you don't have any kind of knowledge about the world, about a language, about anyone. To which point you start from? You started from saying papa papa, mama mama. In our language, if I say abu ammu, ma baba. Okay, so we start from that word, and after hearing that specific word for multiple times, we start saying the word a little bit. And when we are habituated with the word, then we start learning other new words, like saying some common fruit names, saying some common foods, saying some other common stuffs. So the thing we started from learning a word. So after learning a couple of words like at least for 50 words or like 100 words, we start to make sentence. আমি যাই, আসো, খাও, ঘুমাতে যাও. These are the common sentences in Bengali. So we try to say that common sentences. But when we are trying to speak English, or trying to learn how to speak English, we are going through grammar. We are following a book of vocabularies. Like, yeah, I do have to increase my vocabulary just because I just want to improve my English. Yeah, you'll need vocabulary, but I think if you are an educated person, if you are if you are going through the academic curriculum for at least 10 to 12 years or 15 years, I think you do have a lot of vocabularies in your mind. Just because you are going to schools, you are going to colleges, you have graduated. Like, if you are a graduate person, you spend your whole life going to school, going to colleges, and going to universities or going to colleges, and you do obviously have that English curriculum in your school or in your college, and you have already learned a lot of things about English. You have already learned some grammars, you have already learned some common and uncommon vocabularies. Although learning all of those things, you are not able to say a single sentence, just because you are going through the wrong procedure. You will obviously have to do the right thing in a right way. So the thing I was saying, that when we are a child, we learn some words. After that, we learn some sentences, and after that, we learn long sentences, or learn the way we have to communicate with others thoroughly, attaching one sentence to another. How we have to communicate with others, we learn that procedure. So after for 1 year or 2 year of practice, we start speaking thoroughly, whether it is to our parents, whether it is to our relatives. We start speaking. So let's see, a child who doesn't have any kind of knowledge about any kind of curriculum or any kind of book starts from that procedure. So you have to think yourself as a child, just because you are learning a new language. So you have to go through the same procedure. You have to start from learning some words, then learn some sentences, and then attach those sentences to communicate in a specific way. Like, if you are giving your introduction, so you have to at least attach 5 or 6 sentences in a paragraph, and you have to say it thoroughly. So you have to know that what are the things that should be said in that kind of situation, in case of giving an introduction. You have to learn first of all that thing. You can't just think that yeah, I do know a lot of words, that doesn't mean that I'll be able to say those things in a specific way. Just because I am good at vocabulary, just because I am good at translation, you will not be able to do that. You will obviously have to learn what are the things, what are the sentences that are said in a specific situation. If you go to a restaurant, and if you order something, you have to know how to make an order. Okay, so you have to learn how to deal with different kind of situation. That's why you have to go through that is spoken topic, well structured spoken topics. Like, I started from day 1 for a self introduction, day 2 for about family, day 3 for about your country. So start saying something from that thing, and after that you can obviously select some common topics, like if someone asks you to say about the rainy season of your country, what would you say? You'll have to say the things about the rainy day, obviously. So you can learn the things, what are the things that should be said in that case. So learn about rainy day, like how our rainy day look like, what are the things that happens in a rainy day. So you can learn some things about rainy day. You can learn some things about village, your own village, a journey by train. That the things that we have already learned in our curriculum as a paragraph, as an essay, but we didn't learn those things. We just memorized those things. We just memorize those things in our mind and vomit those things in the examination paper. That is not the thing. I'm just saying that you have to go to ChatGPT, ask to ChatGPT for a specific topic. They'll give you an answer. You'll just go through the answer. Don't write it. Just go through the answer for 4 or 5 times, and then try to write it on your paper without seeing the answer. That is not memorizing, that is practicing. So I'm just saying you to practice more and more. The more you practice, the more you become fluent in case of handwriting, free handwriting, and as well as in case of speaking. You'll obviously have to do that. So I have already talked about for about 32 minutes, and I'll obviously make a structure for that, but I need more feedback. Like the people who are watching this video, please try to comment some things about my video, and the problems you are facing in case of spoken English. Try to share with me. I'll obviously try to give some feedback about your problem. Try to give some suggestion about your problem. So I'll wait for a minute. Please comment something about your problem that you're facing in your daily life. Yeah, please try to comment. I'll wait for a minute. Please try to comment. Where are you from? Please let me know where are you from, and why you are watching this video, why you are interested in spoken English. Please let me know about it. And if you are new in my channel, please try to subscribe my channel, because if you do subscribe, you will get a lot of videos like that. I'm already making a video of spoken English, a series video of spoken English, and today is our day 7, and I'll continue doing the live sessions in a continuous basis, and try to speak more and more, because the more you speak, the more you learn how to speak. And it is also implemented in case of learning free handwriting, or in case of learning grammar, because a lot of people try to learn a lot of grammars. There are a lot of grammatical items, a lot of grammatical rules, but the problem is if we just try to memorize those rules, that will not help us. You'll obviously have to go through the practice session. If you learn a rule, then you have to go through 20 practice items at least. If you go through the 20 practice items, the practice items will help you to memorize that specific grammatical rule. So that is a trick, a bonus trick, I think. Please try to follow the bonus trick. Okay, so please try to follow the bonus trick. I've already implemented that thing in my life, in my previous in school life. I learned a lot of grammars in my school, but there was a problem for me that I was not able to just memorize all of the grammatical rules, because if I try to learn a lot of grammatical rules, some remains in my mind, some wiped out. So I face that common problem, and I do think that the people who are watching this video are the people who have already watched that video, or the people who will be watching that video. They are always facing that kind of problem in their real life. They're learning a lot of rules, and they're just forgetting a lot of rules. So there are unlimited rules in grammatical item, and you'll not be able to memorize all of the rules. Yeah, there are some common rules that is very much important, that is very much obvious. You'll obviously have to memorize those the obvious rules, but all other rules are not mandatory. So to get a good score in grammatical items, you'll have to go through a lot of practice. Like in my school life, I have gone through at least two model test books for each class. Okay, I have completed two model test books in my class 6. I've completed two model test books in my class 7, class 8, class 9, class 10, even in class 11 and 12. Okay, so you have to go through a lot of practice. Like in each book there were at least 50 model questions. 50 model questions means 50 practice items for each part, each specific grammatical item. Like if I want to learn about the right form of verb, each book do have 50 right form of verb practice session. And if I go through two books, that does mean that I am practicing at least 100 right form of verbs grammatical item. So I have practiced right form of verbs in class 6 for about like 100 items, in class 7 100 items, in class 8 100 items, 9, 10, 11, 12. That does mean that 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 7 class. So I have practiced at least 500 to 700 grammatical items for 500 to 700 practice items for learning right form of verbs. Learning right form of verbs in a well way, to memorize all of the grammatical rules about right form of verb. Just to memorize, not memorizing the specific rules, just having more and more practice to get habituated with that specific rules. So that is a trick. The more you practice, the more you will be good at that specific item. So that was a trick for me also. Just because I have implemented that thing in my life, it doesn't mean that wasn't a trick for me. It was obviously a trick for me, because I have noticed in that is very helpful. So I always suggest you to do that thing. And in case of free handwriting, in case of spoken English, you will obviously have to do that. Yeah, you can think that I'm preparing for job, I'm seeking for job, preparing for government job like BCS. So what will I have to do? Yeah, you can obviously learn spoken English, because I think in Viva board there will be more and more questions that will be asked in English, and you will obviously have to give those answers in English. And yeah, if they allow you to speak in Bengali, then you can speak in Bengali, but you have to at least prepare yourself for the harder situation. So it doesn't matter whether you are preparing for job, it doesn't matter whether you are prepared for something else, you'll obviously have to learn English. It is mandatory, it is compulsory, it's obvious. That's why I'm trying to improve my English. That's why I'm learning English each and every day. You can think that yeah, I'm talking for a while, I'm talking about a lot of things, but I think I'm not that much good enough to be the best version of myself. To become the best version of myself, I need more and more. That's why I'm trying to learn each and every day. So to become the best version of yourself, you have to do a lot of hard work. That is the thing, that you will have obviously have to work hard, and you'll obviously have to go through a right procedure. Right procedure means the obvious procedure, and this is the obvious procedure, the practice. Okay. Yeah, you can be a busy person, you can do a full-time job, do a part-time job, you can go to your school, you can go to your college, that is a routine part of our life, that is the obvious part of our life, and we have to do that thing in a continuous basis because it's compulsory. We have keep a sentence in our mind that yeah, to pass class 6 or to pass class 10, I obviously have to go to school to get a certification, and the certification will be helpful for my career, and it is obviously for the educational purpose. And if you are going to university or college and you are just attending all of those classes to get good marks in attendance, obviously, and to become a graduate who will have a good CGPA and who will get a certification from the authority, from that specific university or that specific college. So you are going to universities, attending a lot of exams in a continuous basis just for a good certification, and that certification will help you in the career. That's why you are doing that. But you are not learning spoken English at least for 3 months, and that 3 months will obviously help you in your career more than the academic learning thing. Okay, your CV do have just the academic qualifications of schools, college, and university. You don't have any kind of extra qualification, you don't have any kind of extra skills, but you are good at English. You can speak English for about at least for 20 minutes. If you are good at it, if you are good at your English communication, then the examiner of the interview board will obviously be impressed with you. That is for sure. If you're not attending an interview board, that is all the people will not be a job seeker. Some will be an entrepreneur. Some will do the other things like freelancing or doing an online job. But if you are dealing with a customer, we always have to deal with someone else, whether the other person is familiar with me or known to me or unknown to me. We always have to deal with some person, whether he or she is from my local area or whether he's from any other part of the world. We always have to communicate. So to do a good communication or to have a good conversation with someone else, you will need English. And if you are good at it, that does mean that you are exceptional from the other 99% person of your part of area, because in our local area there are very few person who are interested in learning English. Those who are good at it, they are making progress, they are being successful. That is the main thing. Just look around yourself. Try to think how many people are good at English, how many people are good at spoken English, and those who are good at it, what are they doing in case of career, in case of other things. Just try to follow them. What are the things they are doing in their life just because they are good at English. So there should be a reason for what you are trying to learn English. There obviously should be a reason. My reason is I just want to do a good communication with someone else. I want to communicate well. I want to make a good and fruitful conversation with anyone. That's why I'm trying to improve my English, to have a better communication. And obviously there is another reason. Obviously it's related to my career. I'm trying to attend the IELTS exam so in future. So that's why I'm also preparing for that. So there should be some reasons for what you are learning spoken English. If the reason is obvious, if the necessity is obvious, then just make your mind clear that I do have to practice a lot, at least for 1 hour in a day. And if you continue it for 1 month, I think you will improve. You'll surely improve. If you continue it for more time, you will obviously be a better version of yourself after that specific time. Just make a video for that thing. Day 1, I am speaking like that, and day 30, what is the way I am speaking, how I am speaking. Just save it in your phone. You'll surely see an improvement by yourself. Okay, so I've already talked about for about more than 45 minutes. So it was a live session for 20 minutes in English, and I think I will obviously continue that session, and you'll obviously have to speak more and more. If you don't get that time, that much time, if you think that you are busy, you can't get that much free time to speak English, and that is very common. We all are busy, but you have to get your priority. What is your priority? Okay, so make your mind, get your priority, and fix your goal, fix your plan, and start talking in English. Start speaking in English. Practice more and more, you'll obviously improve. Okay, that's for today, and we'll obviously have a new video, upcoming video, and thanks for watching.